Today, I'm salvaging magnets from hard drives. This is for educational purposes only. Do not try this at home. So I was dropping cardboard off at the recycling center and stopped by the electronics bin, and I found these 2 hard drives. And the timing couldn't be more perfect, because today we're going to take out the super magnets from inside the hard drive. And when I say super, these are super strong magnets, and there's 2 of them in each hard drive. Now, these are dented, so somebody was trying to destroy the data. So we're actually going to take a peek and see if the platters are still intact. Because if the platters are intact, somebody could recover the data. We're not going to do that. We're just going to take out super magnets. And there are 2 of them for each one of these hard drives. And I'd been meaning to do this video for a while. So this discovery, fate is with me. So let's go see what's inside these hard drives and salvage the magnets and see if we could have recovered the data. All right, so yeah, if you look at my toolbox here, I've been collecting these magnets for a long time. And when I say strong, I mean like they're really hard to pry off. I mean, super hard. I can't even pry this one up, it's so strong. I have to pull it off to the side in order to get enough leverage on it. And you don't want to get your fingers in between them and the metal because they just spring back to life. Recently, I had a friend over and he was doing some transmission work on his F-350 Super Duty truck. And in the end, we sort of had some issues with the pan and we lost the magnet that was in it. These magnets are so strong that he was literally able to just stick this onto the bottom of his pan where the magnet would normally be from the outside and just use it there to collect metal filing, which I thought was actually kind of nuts. So these magnets are in fact so strong that I would be really careful giving them to a kid. So just be careful of that because they are going to get their fingers pinched and it's really going to hurt and they might cause some damage. So just be careful. Okay, so I do have a couple power tools that I'm going to use to help me do this, but you don't necessarily need those to get these open. You can probably do everything with this. So we'll start by proving to you that we can do that, and then we'll go a little bit quicker. So this is a Milwaukee, no idea the model, but if I can find it, I'll link to it, of course, because I have a lot of Milwaukee tools. This is a gift from my son. What's nice about this is it's a great electronic screwdriver because it has just about every bit under the sun. So we'll just see which size bits we need to get these, to crack these cases open. So I think that says Torx 9, but we'll see what happens here. So let me, I know that's the right size, so we'll just plop that in. Just gonna do 1 this way. So you just literally take these screws out. We'll do 2 at the same time, just to make sure to prove that I can do it. And then we will come over here, take my adapter, and we'll take my screwdriver. This is on my favorite tools list, so just for truth in advertising. Take that out. Oh, it's a good way to round your bits. I think that one's been hammered shut, so I'll have to see what happens there. It's got its own unique problem. This one does not want to move, but that's because it's been hammered into place. So I've stripped the bit and trying to take it out, but I think it's just under extreme pressure. So we'll just get our rotary tool out. So we'll take my bit, and I've got my little head on here, my little grinding disc head. Video is not currently sponsored, but these are just little miniature cutoff wheels. So I talk about it loving, if you watch my other grinding videos, this is one of my favorite grinders. So I'm just gonna probably just grind it out right down the middle here. Could use a saw or something, but this is just gonna end up being so much easier, I believe. So let's see what happens. All right, there we have it. All right, so let's take a look. The first question is taking a ball peen hammer or whatever hammer they used on this enough to destroy the inside platter and make the disk completely unrecoverable? Or did they not actually destroy their data? So let's take a look on the first drive. Just pry that open. Oh, missed a screw in here somewhere, probably right here. Bring out the trusty X-Acto tool. Yep, there we go. Don't feel any others. Let's just take that one out. There we go. And so the answer to that question is maybe. There is actually deformation in the disk here. But, you know, they destroyed the disk from probably running. But I don't think, you know, I can see there's a big dent here on this inner column here of the platter. So for a forensics place, they would be able to recover this data. So, but for me and you, with a drive that won't spin up, an okay job. We'll give them I'll give them a D+ on this because they did hit this platter. So let's take a look at the other one real quick, knowing that I also probably have a screw in here somewhere. So let's take a look. So that's the Seagate drive. Let's take a look at the Western Digital drive. See if there is another hidden thing in here too. Just looking for a screw in here. Here it is. There it is. Same as the other drive. There is an extra screw under the label. That's part of their warranty label here. I think the warranty, these are void. Let's go ahead and take that one out. Let's take a look. Here's the reveal. Was this recoverable? Whoa, this one's okay. I don't know if you can see that, but this one is absolutely bent right here. Just absolutely bent. So the answer to this question is, could they have recovered the data? This one I'll give them a C- because the platters are warped. Nobody's taken this platter out unless you're like a forensics firm. But again, from a forensic standpoint, this hard drive is recoverable. This is 3 platters, by the way. 1, 2, 3. And on this Seagate, it's a single platter. But these are really old drives. You can tell by this IDE connector or whatever it's called. I think it's an IDE. Feel free to correct me in the notes. Yeah, these were all jumpers, master slaves. I can just see from the notes. So that's kind of crazy. All right, so the magnets are actually sitting up in here. This is a magnet, and underneath it is another magnet. So we're going to take those 2 magnets out, and we'll just leave the platters in there and chuck them out. And 2 magnets in here. And they're all the magnets are a little bit different. So depending on the hard drive, right, they'll have different designs of magnets. You can see that this one is kind of like this one, and this one is probably similar to that one, but I have no idea what kind of a model this came out on. Oh, one other important thing here. You can see this is starting to collect iron filings, but this is the actual magnet, and this whole bar, it's just sort of glued and adhered on there. I haven't successfully taken the magnets off the bars, not very easily, so if somebody has, and you know a technique, feel free to share. That's the magnet right in here, and then this is the other piece. So let's go take a look. Let's go take this magnet out. All right. So we're just going to start here on this drive. We'll put a little pressure to it. Whoa, look how easy that was. It's just a little doohickey on the top, little magnet spacer, but that's the magnet. So we've liberated 1 magnet from this hard drive. Imagine you could go fishing with these, tie them to a piece of rope. People do magnet fishing, so that could be a lot of fun. And let's see if we can liberate this the second magnet down here. So we'll take the actual heads of the hard drives off if they'll come out. This is nice because nothing has to work when we're done. We're just taking brute force method here. I'll probably take those platters off and just throw them away, but if it were me and I were trying to destroy my data, I would probably drill holes just straight through to make sure I got through the platters. Now, the hammer method is pretty good, but it needs a lot more hammering than they had on there when they were doing. Oh, still doesn't want to come out. There we go. Now it's free. Incidentally, these pliers that I'm using here are Craftsman pliers, but they're old school. I had to get these off eBay. They are a collector's item now. They go a little bit expensive to get them out. All right, so there's the head assembly. So we'll take that, we'll get rid of that. As we can see in here, here is another magnet right there. So we got that screw, and that little plastic spacer doohickey. So we'll start, everything's sticking to my pliers. That's how good these magnets are. They're just sticking to my pliers. All right, so we're lucked out in that we only needed one size of Torx here. Sizes are different. Sizes are different depending on the hard drive you're taking out. Again, we'll just pry that out. Take it off. Clean this assembly up later. But yeah. So there, another magnet. So the haul so far are these two magnets here. Let's just be nice and see if we can bring these platters out. That'll really make them a permanent data destruction. I'm sure they use specialized tools in the factory. Oh, well, we just broke something. So I'm not going to fight this one anymore, but we broke some here. These are definitely messed up. Now, even scratching it, I think the forensic people will be able to recover, but who knows? So that's that hard drive there. We've salvaged two magnets. Let's go take a look over here and salvage the magnets from this triple platter device and see if we can do any better. Oh, I love it when they have standardized screw sizes. Okay, let's take a look. Another magnet. Oh, that's a strong one too. Nice. We'll just rip this head out. Take it a more brutal approach to this one. There we are. So, one magnet, two magnet. If you stick them together, they get even harder to take apart. You can share them, but it's really hard to pull those apart. So there's two, and here are two slightly smaller ones. And I have no idea. Oh, that's what I mean by pinching yourself. I got my glove pinched in there already. You will pinch fingers if you plaster these. So see if we can liberate these platters at all. Okay, yeah, so big, huge dent in there. So again, so forensic people can get to this? Yes. Human beings, average mortals at our own home with nothing more than an IDE cable? Probably not. Okay. In the lower platter, I probably introduced all these scratches. So yeah, that's that platter is completely recoverable for the right tool set. So anyway, that's it. Hopefully you learned. Oh, my magnets are stuck together. Okay. Hopefully, hopefully you learned something today about hard drives and magnets and stuff like that. Again, this isn't a tutorial on what's in a hard drive or what makes it work, but the magnets are completely awesome. So thanks for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate it, and have a great rest of your day.